What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to check out my Go Battle Day battles from yesterday using Drapion, Toxicroak, and Lugia. Lugia being super spicy and fun. I always like using these unique Pokemon in the Great League. Now, a lot of you guys may be going, hold up, I don't have a Lugia, I can't get trades, what have you. Try Mandibuzz in that place if you guys don't have Lugia, but Lugia with Aeroblast is a lot of fun. Alright, getting into the first battle here. Now, what I did find as well is if you guys have Sludge Bomb, it's going to be a bit better than Aqua Tail, but I was out of TMs. But we do have a Scrafty on the lead, so we got to swap out right away, and we're going into Lugia, and we do see a Drapion come in. So not the best of mid-game matchups right here, but we can still put a lot of pressure with Dragon Tail and Sky Attack for that neutral damage. Crunch as well is going to be doing super effective against us, but we're going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack. If this can land, we might just be able to farm down and take switch, but we do get a shield right there, which I think is going to be okay, since we can get to another Sky Attack in time as they're trying to over farm right here on energy, which is a slight mistake now against Lugia because they decided to let that go through, and they are overloading too much that they make a critical mistake where I snuck a fast move through right there, which means I can shield and just completely take switch in the one-to-ones with a decent amount of health left, allowing Lugia now to get to another Sky Attack, which is just so good. But what I was saying earlier about Drapion, I found it does a bit better with Sludge Bomb, especially against teams with Mandibuzz, but I was out of TMs until later in the day, which is when I wasn't recording some of those battles, and the Sludge Bomb really helped out. But we do have a Skuntank now going for Flamethrower, which is completely fine by me. We're going to see them swap into Scrafty, and I come in with the Toxicroak right here, which is, this is just going to be a good game. Toxicroak can core break a lot of teams. Again, the dark poisons, Toxicroak handles those very well. So we decided no shield the Power-Up Punch. We're going to go ahead and shield this potential foul play, as it is going to be boosted right here. Then we will counter down and go for Mud Bomb there against the Skuntank, and that is a good battle. Very well played. This team was a lot of fun to use. We got Drapion now on the lead versus Shadow Glade. Again, the weather is going to be bouncing back and forth because I did do this throughout the day. It wasn't all in one sitting. In England, it likes to rain. So we're just going to go ahead and go for Crunch right here. A lot of neutral damage and could potentially force a shield. If we do get a shield, we're going to go ahead and swap now into the Lugia. Defense drop as well, and Dragon Tail, 50% HP on the Glade. I'm loving it. Now they swap into Mandibuzz, and this is what's so critical about Lugia safe swaps that I found, is it draws out Mandibuzz if they do have it in the back, which is perfect because it's going to allow Toxicroak to sweep. Aeroblast as well does a ton of neutral damage, and in a one shield situation for Mandibuzz, there's no way they're shielding that charge move, so we can go ahead and let this foul play go through. And hopefully we can get to this Sky Attack in time. No, we cannot. That is so unfortunate. Now, Drapion can easily come in and load up on a bit of energy. I'm looking for a potential Toxicroak sweep. It's going to be extremely close because, remember, we still have a Glade with a Leaf Blade and maybe close combat locked and loaded, and this is going to be extremely dangerous. So we got to overload on energy right here, making sure I have two charge moves, an Aqua Tail and a Crunch. So we go for the Aqua Tail now to take out the Mandibuzz, and let's see what decides to come in. It's going to be Zweilous, and I blind clicked Crunch thinking it was going to be Glade because I needed to get the charge move off before the charm came through. So we're going to swap into Toxicroak and start to counter down. They go for the Body Slam, but we do have two shields, so this is going to be extremely dangerous right here because Glade is Shadow and it has Charm. So we got to go for the back-to-back Mud Bombs right here. Here comes the first one, going to be getting the final shield from our opponent, and can we get to the next one in time? Oh, just in time right there as the charm goes through, but we get the Mud Bomb right here to close this game out. Boom, takes out the Glade, and there's still a Zweilous in the back, but we counter it down. Good game. All right. Moving to the next one, we got Drapion on the lead versus Zweilous right here. So we got two great counters in the back, Lugia with Dragon Tail, Toxicroak obviously. So we're going to go ahead and swap out right away, and we do see a Gothitella come in. So Gothitella is a matchup that we can actually flip around as long as we shield the Rock Slide. You don't want that thing to land, and if we can flip this thing around with really coming out on even shields, we already got one shield right there, then things are actually looking pretty good because Toxicroak against Zweilous is a pretty strong matchup with counter. So we're going to go ahead and shield right right here, and we're going to try our best to get to 2 more Sky Attacks. We're already at 1, and we're going to go for this first one. Now, if they decide to let this go, we still have a good amount of health left and a little bit of energy against the Zweilos, but they decided to double shield, which means it's a race now to the next Sky Attack, and we get to it in time. Lugia's bulk right here coming in clutch, and the Sky Attack as well is going to be enough to take out Gothitella. So we successfully flipped with a 1-0 shield situation. So things are looking very good now. They decide to come back in with Zweilos, which is fine. We can come in with Toxicroak now as Body Slam's going to be coming through. We're going to go ahead and let this go. I don't know what's in the back, but Drapion with a shield can obviously do very well. So let's see. Oh, it's going to be a Skunk Tank. That's going to be a GG. Toxicroak, once again, core breaking right here, as it can do super effective damage against both Pokemon. Boom! Nearly one-shots right there, and we can counter down. Now, this is actually going to be a bit dangerous because Zweilos now is loaded on energy. So we got to come in with Drapion. They're going to need to get basically 2 Body Slams in order to take us out. Actually, it's dangerous. Probably 3 Body Slams, which they won't be able to do in time because 1 Body Slam is not enough to take us out, but if you add in the Dragon Breath damage, it's going to be extremely close. But thankfully, Crunch, even though it is resisted, can do a decent amount of damage, and we will be able to farm down, and that's going to be a good battle. Very well played. This team was a lot of fun to use, and again, like I said earlier, put up Sludge Bomb on Drapion for better gameplay against Mandibuzz. So we got a Victini now in the lead, pretty positive lead for us. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail right here. In hindsight, I should probably just go straight for Crunch, just to do more damage, but they decided no shield, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and just go for another Aqua Tail, and then we're actually going to swap out into Lugia to try to fast move down and soak the energy if they decide to throw, but they bring in a Mandibuzz, which again is the goal of Safe Swap Lugia. If there is a Mandibuzz in the back, it comes into Lugia without fail. So we're going to go ahead and let this foul play go through, and we're going to look to go for that Aero Blast as quickly as we can to just do a lot of neutral damage right here. Again, a 1 shield Mandibuzz, likely not going to shield, which is perfectly fine. No boost right there. Aero Blast does have a chance to boost, which would be incredibly cool, but we want to keep shields now. Remember, Victini does have 2 charge moves ready to go, or near 2 charge moves, so we need those shields. So we're going to come in with Drapion right now and look to farm down with Poison Sting. They are doing quite a bit of damage right here, so I'm actually going to go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail because I actually don't want to get hit with the charge move. So we're just going to throw this Aqua Tail now, get the Mandibuzz out of there, and it's going to be an Umbreon in the back. So we're going to come in with Toxicroak right away, drawing back out the Victini because this is now a beautiful situation. They throw V-Create, which they are. Their defense drops, which means counters now are doing way more damage. Here comes the second one, and I don't think they have enough energy for 3, which actually means I will be able to fully farm down with counter right there. Beautiful. So now we see Umbreon come in, so we're just going to go ahead and go for Mud Bombs until they shield. If I just throw a blind Sludge Bomb, it could get shielded, and, well, we get the shield right there, so that's fine. Now I'm good to go for Sludge Bombs, and that's going to be a good game. So once again, Toxicroak core breaking a lot of teams, right? Umbreon and Victini with counter and Mud Bomb, while also drawing out Mandibuzz with Lugia on Safe Swap. It's a beautiful sight to see, and it was really great sets I had yesterday. So we're going to go ahead. Well, they're going to take us out here. Nope, it's just going to foul play, but it does take us down, and we can come in with Drapion and go for Aqua Tail, and that's going to be a good battle. Very well played. One more Poison Sting. All right. Good battle right there. I think that... Nope, we got another one. Yeah, we should have 1 or 2 more. We got Gothitella now on the lead. So, Charmer right here, but pure Psychic typing, which means they will take super effective damage from Crunch. So we're going to go ahead and just overload on energy and now go for the Crunch right here. We can put a lot of pressure here in the mid game. My guess is there is a Mandibuzz in the back, so we need to be careful as well how much damage we let this thing do, but they do swap into their own Drapion, so that's a good catch by them for resisted damage. But I can come in with my Toxicroak now, and this is actually an Ice Fang Drapion, so very spicy on them. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Felstinger as well, which would pair really well, I think, with Ice Fang, but it's just going to be an Aqua Tail right there, so we're going to go ahead and just counter down. And we do have a lot of loaded energy now for Gothitella. So Let's see if they decide to come back in with it, or if they do have that Mandibuzz in the back. No, it's going to be the Gothitella, so we're just going to go ahead and throw the Sludge Bomb right away. We're trying to do as much neutral damage as we can, and we land it right there. That is beautiful. We can now go for Mud Bomb here to force that final shield from our opponent, saving 1 shield for ourselves, but Gothitella goes down, and final Pokemon is going to be a Galarian Rapidash. So they decide to go for Body Slam right away. Now, what we're going to do right here is we're going to come in with Drapion and look to go for a Crunch, and then come in with Lugia to close the game out. So this is going to be a close one. We actually click on the Aqua Tail right there, which is unfortunate, but we go ahead and shield. It's unfortunate that we didn't win the CMP tag, because I'm looking to just put pressure now on shields of the Rapidash, which is likely going to be shielding this as they do, and now I can swap into Lugia to close this game out, because a Sky Attack should be enough damage, and they won't be able to get to 2 Play Roughs or 2 Mega Horns, what have you, to take us out. That's only going to be 1, and the Sky Attack now should do enough damage, so Lugia able to close this out for us. So that is going to be a good battle, very well played. This team was a ton of fun to use, and the playstyle behind it, like you guys saw, was Toxicroak sweeps and getting Mandibuzz out onto the field with Lugia. If you guys face Mandibuzz on the lead with Drapion, you guys want to make sure you have that Sludge Bomb for a better neutral matchup, and just soft lose lead and then come in and farm down with Lugia against the Mandibuzz, and you should be good to go. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.